Pep, with what you said about teams would look to City, it's one thing looking at them at how to be successful. How difficult is it for all the elements of the club to come together to have this success?
If you don't have success, the total elements of the club, they are not together. It's impossible. So none don't belong one player, one manager, one everything. Belong to every details have to be in the same path, align all of them. Otherwise, it's more difficult. Especially not difficult for a short period, but for a long period, it's impossible.
And does that leadership start from the top?
Yeah, absolutely. People think about that come from the manager because he's talking here 6 times a week. That is insane. There's no sense, I would say. But anyway, it's what it is. The people believe it come from here, but come from in choosing the right department, the best people for the same idea, and after that, with the power that they have many clubs, the rest is question of work, and work.
Hi, Pep. I saw the other day that this season City have conceded 5 goals from fast breaks, so counter-attacks or false counter-attacks, whatever, and that's more than you've had in previous seasons, and it's ranked 19th in the Premier League. So there's only one team that's conceded more fast breaks than City this season. What we've been saying recently about you've not conceded too many chances, but it's hard to keep clean sheets. And with these amount of goals from fast breaks, why do you think it is that you can be so solid for most of the game, but then there might be an opportunity when a team has a really good chance or a counter-attack that goes straight through the team?
So we're talking about when we concede goals?
Yeah, when you concede...
For a fast break?
Yeah, from a fast
break.
break.
For the transitions?
Yes.
For how many transitions?
Well, from fast breaks, which is the stat, there's 5, which is more than you've conceded in recent seasons.
Maybe we attack a little bit quicker, or maybe it's happened. Yeah, and I remember Newcastle, it's happened. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think about it, honestly.
It's not a particular area. When you're working on defensive stuff, it's not a particular area.
No, of course I don't like the fast breaks and the mega transitions. I don't like it, yeah, obviously. But sometimes you want to attack quicker, or sometimes... Always I give credit to the opponents as well. And it's not just about on us. So opponents are really good and make transitions and do it. Always we try to do it, but yeah, I would think about it. I didn't think about it.
I suppose if you haven't thought about it, it might be difficult to answer this, but is there an element of there being, like the duels being a part of it? I know Bernardo after the game said that City weren't good enough against Chelsea when it came to the duels and that kind of stuff. Does that contribute to transitions as well?
Yeah, when I lied for 45 minutes against Chelsea, yes, but you make in general concept. So the analysis for one player or myself said in 45 minutes we concede more transition. We have that problem. Honestly, I don't know. I don't believe it, but it happened. So maybe we cannot do our build-up was not proper, and maybe our pressing was not in the same moment or the same. Maybe because Chelsea did really well. It's true that Chelsea in both games, especially there in the first 45 minutes, is the team who create more this time of transition that we are not used for the quality of Raheem or Cole on the other ones. But it's not, I would say, an element that it's happened quite often. For example, Brentford is the keeper of good transition, didn't happen. And the last games to Chelsea and the last games we played against Brentford as well there. And yeah, I know when you control the game and you are good at build up and you set the opponent there, the only way they can punish you is in transitions. It's not much of that. If Brighton, for example, they can do it, but Brighton, this is the team who bring you deep back. So that is the transition is less. It's depend a little bit. It will happen, but in general, my feeling in 7-8 years, we control it really well.
Thank you.
Hi, Pep. I think in the last 2 games here, you've had 56 shots on goal and obviously scored 2 goals. Is that an encouraging stat because you're creating so many chances, or is it slightly concerning that you need so many shots to score those goals?
I had to score more, yeah. We create 50, I think not on target, but shoots, and in that positions in the last 2 games, so yeah, we should do it more. But the important is the same like the goals concede. How many chances No, we concede. How is the average? And as much you create, unless you concede, you are all the time closer to win the games. Because to do that, you have to play better, you have to defend better. This is an important. I know there are a lot of big data, there's a lot of movements. I don't pay much attention to that. Don't pay much. But the fact that how many shoots, how many create, we create more than the opponent, we concede less than the opponent. This is a good, I would say, analysis to do it. After we can win, you can lose. But when we create more and you concede less, so you are closer to win the games.
Is it something you think about in terms of the title race is so tight? It could be, I guess, it could be goal difference that decides it this year.
Yeah, always happen. Yeah, it happened in the past with Liverpool when we won for a small margin. Always was a concept, and right now we are below both teams. Yeah.
Hi Pep, speaking of conceding goals, Edison's been your number one for a very long period, and do you think that stability allows you to take a few, change a few more things in defence because you have that stability? Because you've seen a lot of teams looking for a number one in recent years and struggling to find it. And do you think Edison at the moment is at the peak of his powers?
It's not necessary to say how important Eddie has been all this period with us. So it's a stable and consistent, and now we have an incredible other keeper with Stefan Ortega. Like every time he plays, he shows and he proves his quality. But Ederson, of course, it's massive important in our success in the last years. In everything, in all details, character, personality, and everything.
Just talking about you, people admiring other teams or admiring other clubs, how important do you think it's been for you staying at the top for so long to kind of look at what others are doing and taking where you can?
The most important thing, it's the proof we're doing. So the most difficult in the sport is that people believe you have to win, and the second, for a long, long time being there. That cannot deny it. So we have been there, still we are there. So still we are there after what happened in 7-8 years. So few clubs can do it. And we are there. That's why it's the biggest title prize and everything. And the biggest contenders, they know it, how difficult it is.
And outside of football, are there any other sports or any other sort of pastimes that you look to for influence?
Yeah, incredible athletes. Federer, Djokovic, Nadal. The biggest dynasties in NBA. It's not easy in NBA have a team like maybe Chicago Bulls from Jordan, but I'm not compared with that. Don't misunderstand me. But for the fact that it's difficult even NBA with a lot of clubs, like have a 2 or 3 in a row, 4 in a row, and every game. In Spain, in Italy, always is difficult to arrive in Europe and being there and for a long time in domestic leagues, like especially this Premier League. That is so nice. That means a lot for all of us.
Hi, Pep. Just on the sort of longevity that you've had here and the success, how important has it been for you to have a small group of people in the hierarchy? So like chief exec, sporting director. There's not actually that many people right at the top. Whereas other clubs, they seem to have sporting directors, technical directors, loads in the recruitment. Has it been important to sort of keep it tight?
Yeah, of course it's important. I have to speak with 1 or 2 people, no more than that. But underneath or below, I don't know, from CEO, they have important people. And Chiqui Sport Director have underneath or below him important people. In the academy, there are important people. The important is in every department try to be the best or improve to being the best. That doesn't mean when you hire someone, is exceptional, but can learn. We can learn from him, but he can learn from or they can learn from what the club it is. So it's a process that continues. I'm a better manager now than 8 years ago. I know the Premier League better. I know my players better. I know my opponents better. I learn a lot of many things from my assistant managers. So that is a process. But I cannot waste time talking with 20 people. It's just 1, 2. It's enough. And they have to talk with the other ones. This is what it is.
Can I just ask about your use of statistics? I think you said of stats.
About? Yeah.
Did you say earlier that you don't really pay that much attention to the stats?
No, the big data. You know, the all analysis after the game or before the game. Yeah, pay a little bit attention, but not much. So at the end, the people say, you could score a lot of goals, you didn't score it. Yeah, that's good, but you have to score. So, you have the best team defensively, we didn't score well, but you lose a game. You lose a game. So at the end, have to give you an idea, okay, how is the team is moving, but at the end, sometimes it's the feelings. Always I said, you are human beings. The human beings have feelings, and the feelings, they are not in the big data. And sometimes you have to a lot of pay attention as the person, the body language, as how is the mood. That is at the end make these kind of things, the big data, better. And this is what we have tried to do.
Last one with Martin, please, guys.
Hi Pep. There was an interview with Wayne Rooney this week where he said he would walk from his house to come and work with you.
I don't know where he lives.
I think he's in Cheshire somewhere.
In Cheshire, it's close.
Yeah, so it's not too far. Yeah.
He can come anytime. We're more than welcome.
Yeah. It must be nice to hear things like that from somebody who's done.
For our city, of course, it's important. But he's Red Devil, so he's United fan years. So but of course it's nice for all of us. So Wayne Rooney has been one of the greatest in this country for all time. So and make compliments for all of us. Of course, it's nice. So that's come for what he said. But we were there many years. But he knows but he was there. He was in United. How many years? Won one Premier League, Wayne Rooney? I don't think so. He won a lot of Premier Leagues. So that means how difficult it is to be in there, and that's why he knows how difficult it is. Okay, thank you.